March is a month that has been set aside to celebrate the profound impacts women have made throughout history. This annual tribute, known as Women's History Month, observed in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia, is a testament to the indomitable spirit of women who dared to challenge societal norms and fight for their rights. Just imagine, less than a century ago, women were denied many freedoms that we take for granted today, including the right to vote. Today we honor their courage and determination, while acknowledging the continuous struggle against systemic discrimination and injustices. We celebrate International Women's Day on March 8th as a global call to action, focusing on issues like gender equality, reproductive rights, and education for women and girls worldwide. As we embark on this journey, let's delve into the fascinating facts that shape Women's History Month, honoring the brave women who have fought for change and continue to do so today. The journey to Women's History Month started much earlier than you might think. It all began in the bustling city of New York, where the first Women's History Day was organized in 1909. This was a time when the struggle for women's rights was just beginning to gain momentum. The day was marked with rallies and speeches advocating for equal rights and opportunities for women. This pivotal day was the spark that ignited the flame of recognition for women's contributions to society. As the years rolled on, the importance of women's history began to gain recognition, not just for a day, but for an entire week. In the year 1978, Women's History Week was born in Sonoma County, California. This week-long celebration was filled with presentations, discussions, and celebrations centered around the significant role of women in history. The idea quickly caught on and spread across the country, with schools, communities, and organizations joining in the celebration. The recognition of women's achievements was no longer confined to a single day or week. It was in 1987, when the National Women's History Project petitioned Congress, that Women's History Month was officially recognized. This was a significant milestone, a whole month dedicated to acknowledging and celebrating the achievements of women past and present. Every March, the President declares it Women's History Month, bringing national attention to the contributions of women in various fields, from science and technology to art, politics, and social justice. Each Women's History Month has a unique theme, highlighting different aspects of women's accomplishments. These themes serve as a guide, encouraging people to delve deeper into women's history and to appreciate the diverse roles women have played in shaping our world. And so the month of March became the time to celebrate women's history. It's a time to look back and honor the women who fought for change and to draw inspiration from their tenacity and courage. It's a time to appreciate how far we've come and to acknowledge the work that still needs to be done. It's a time to celebrate women in all their diversity and strength. The fight for women's suffrage was a pivotal moment in women's history. It was a struggle that spanned decades, one that was marked by both progress and setbacks. The movement began in earnest in the mid-19th century, but it was not until the early 20th century that substantial progress was made. In fact, it was the Wyoming Territory, not even a state at the time, that first granted women the right to vote. This historic event occurred in 1869, a full 51 years before the ratification of the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution. This amendment, ratified in 1920, was a monumental step forward as it officially granted women across the United States the right to cast their ballots in elections. But it's crucial to remember that the 19th Amendment did not grant all women the right to vote. The ugly truth is that racial and ethnic discrimination persisted, barring many women of color from exercising their newly granted right. It was only with the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, 45 years after the 19th Amendment, that women of all races were legally granted the right to vote. This act prohibited racial discrimination in voting, finally opening the gates of democracy to all women in the United States. The fight for the right to vote was a hard-fought battle, one that required the tireless efforts of countless brave women. But it was only the beginning. The right to vote was a crucial step, but it was just that, a step. It was the start of a much larger journey towards equality, a journey that continues to this day. Women's suffrage was a watershed moment, a turning point that led to further strides in women's rights and continues to inspire the fight for equality. The right to vote was just the beginning of the fight for equality. Women have consistently broken barriers in various fields. It's a testament to their tenacity, resilience, and unwavering pursuit of equality. Let's dive into some of these remarkable achievements. In the realm of science, Marie Curie shines as the first person and only woman to receive not one, but 2 Nobel Prizes. Her groundbreaking work in physics and chemistry continues to inspire scientists worldwide. In literature, Edith Wharton broke the glass ceiling in 1921 by becoming the first woman to win a Pulitzer Prize, leaving an indelible mark on the literary world. In the sphere of politics, we have trailblazers like Eleanor Roosevelt, who held all-woman press conferences, and Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman elected to the United States Congress in 1968. Their courage paved the way for women in politics, including Kamala Harris, the first woman and woman of color to be vice president. The world of sports also saw women breaking barriers. Bobby Gibb was the first woman to run a marathon, and Junko Tabei became the first woman to summit Mount Everest and climb the 7 summits. Their strength and determination proved that women could conquer any physical challenge. In the world of entertainment, we have Aretha Franklin, the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Kathryn Bigelow, the first woman to win an Academy Award for Best Director. They've shown that women can excel and lead in the entertainment industry. These women, and countless others, have not only broken barriers, but have also built the bridges for future generations of women to cross. They've proven time and again that being a woman is not a hindrance but a strength. Each of these achievements is a testament to the power of women and a reminder of the progress we've made. But they are also a call to action, reminding us of the work that still needs to be done in the pursuit of gender equality. These women paved the way for others to follow in their footsteps and continue to break barriers. Despite the significant strides women have made, there are still obstacles to overcome. Women today, in many parts of the world, are making their mark in various fields. They are leading nations, winning Nobel Peace Prizes, and even outnumbering men in the college-educated labor force. A shining example is Malala Yousafzai, the youngest winner of a Nobel Peace Prize, who has become a global advocate for girls' education. Women's representation in political arenas is steadily increasing too, with women now making up 27% of Congress. Yet the journey towards equality is far from over. The gender pay gap persists, with women of colour earning even less. Mothers are less likely to be hired, and less than 20% of the world's land is owned by women. These facts highlight the ongoing discrimination and systemic challenges women face. In the military, women represent 14% of active duty members, a number that has been steadily increasing over the years. The labour force saw an impressive 57.8% of all women participating in 2021. Education has seen a positive shift, with more women earning college degrees than men, and women now outnumber men in the college-educated labour force. However, the struggle for equal representation and equal pay in the workplace remains a pressing issue. In the realm of leadership, Kamala Harris has broken barriers as the first woman and woman of colour to serve as Vice President in the United States. This milestone is a testament to the progress being made and the glass ceilings being shattered. The fight for equality continues, but the progress made so far is a testament to the resilience and strength of women. Their achievements are not just victories for women, but for humanity as a whole. It illustrates that when women are given equal opportunities, they thrive and contribute immensely to the betterment of society. Women's History Month is a time to acknowledge the past, celebrate the present, and look forward to a future of equality. We've explored the genesis of Women's History Month, from its inception as a solitary day in the early 20th century to a full month of recognition sanctioned by the highest office in the land. We've traced the arduous journey to universal suffrage, saluted the trailblazers who shattered ceilings in science, politics, arts and sports, and recognized the ongoing struggles for gender parity in numerous facets of life. As we celebrate this month, let's remember the tremendous strides women have made. Let's also acknowledge the work still needing to be done. Let's continue to educate ourselves and others, to challenge the status quo, and to champion the rights of all women. Remember, every woman's success should be an inspiration to another. Let's honour the past, cherish the present, and fight for the future. Happy Women's History Month.